Thank you, Dr. Beasley. We're going to start off with some comments from Coach. If you've got questions on Zoom, please raise your hand, and then we'll go to questions in the room. Go for it, Coach.
Well, I'm proud of our team, the way they played and executed, especially for 3 quarters. And give New York a lot of credit. They kept coming. They got the momentum, and we weren't able to hold them off. For us, it's about when you're playing a championship level team on the road. I mean, you just got to keep going at them. You're not trying to hold on. You got to go win the game. And, that's going to be a good learning experience for us. We'll watch the tape and learn some things, but, I think we showed what we're capable of. Now can we do it for 4 quarters and finish these games off?
Well, a couple of things. One, just logistical. Last 10 seconds, there's that out of bounds right near your bench. Is that reviewable? Can you ask for a review? Like, what's the situation?
Well, I think I was out of timeout, so I couldn't challenge it.
And just sort of bigger picture, though, a game like this, you learn about your team. What did you feel like you learned about your team, both what you're capable of doing and what you still need to learn how to do?
Well, I think, we saw what we were capable of. I mean, I thought New York was playing pretty well, and we were still able to get a pretty good lead on them. But New York isn't going to quit. And once they got it going, like, there was a lot of momentum, and they're hitting a couple threes and getting out on transition on us. And I just thought that we kind of, our pace kind of slowed down, and the ball stopped moving as much. And like, that's just something that we're going to work on. Like, you have to finish these games. You got the lead by moving it and having great spacing, and everybody's touching it. And that's just something that we're going to, look at and get better. I think it's a common problem for a lot of teams. You get the lead and you're thinking clock, and you can't be thinking clock. These teams are too good. They can make too much of a run in a short period of time. You got to make sure that you keep scoring.
Te-Hina PaoPao was the highest scoring player on the team today. What have you seen from her through this first stretch of the season and her rookie debut?
Well, she's not afraid of any moment. I mean, she's played in huge games, and the moment does not bother her. She got off to a great start. She was, looking to be aggressive. Every time she got open, she shot it just like we want her to. And she had kind of a monster first half. It was exceptional, and hopefully we'll see more of those in games to come.
What was your message after? Was it what you just kind of said in your opening statement, or?
Yeah, I'm proud of our players. I mean, they're coming along. I think this team is getting better, and I think we have the potential to be one of the best teams in the league if we have the right attitude. These setbacks are going to happen. You play 44 games, and when you're playing a great team, it makes it even tougher. But I feel like I like the direction that we're going, and I think our team kind of feels the same way. They know that we're one of the better teams when we all play together.
Do you feel like the dissemination you mentioned in offense, did that rub off on the defense, or do you feel like defensively you had some lapses, let them back in, and then that kind of flipped back the other way?
Well, I think our pace kind of slowed down, and so we were getting tougher shots. And those tougher shots, they were getting out in transition. And then, quite honestly, they were just running good offense. And, we would, they would use Stewie and Sabrina. And then when they kicked it out, all of a sudden JJ's knocking down a three. Everybody's kind of getting involved. So I thought especially the fourth quarter, everybody for them kind of just picked it up a notch. And we were trying to hold on rather than finish it off.
My question in the fourth quarter, I feel like that play, the and one play by Natasha Powell kind of shifted the tone of the game for the Atlanta Dream. What did you see from your perspective? It was like a little bit under the 4-minute mark, I think. Tosh did that end one.
Yeah, Tasha's really good, and you know, she attacked us aggressively there and drew contact, and, you know, she unfortunately she made it, and more unfortunately, she also got the foul, so she got to shoot a free throw, but, you know, they have a lot of good players on the floor, so, you know, it's tough to give as much help as you'd like.
When Ryan came into the season, she had one career game with 9+ assists. She has 2 already this season. And on a night where the shot isn't falling, is this the way you want her to be thinking about it and getting other folks involved?
Yeah, I mean, she's a really good passer. She's a really smart player. I want her to get people involved. And then, you know, I want her to aggressively look for space and look for a shot too. Uh, you know, I know that's a lot to ask, like keep everybody involved, but she's such a great scorer and she can really get it going. We always want to make sure that that's also something that she's looking for.
Do you just feel like the pressure of, do you feel like the pressure of knowing, you know, Oregon gets you a spot like Victor's Cup, did that play into it at all, or do you feel like more road?
I think it was just,
Yeah.
it was more a pressure that, you know, the Liberty just, they picked it up, they got it going, and then we're going to have to make a couple plays to kind of break into that momentum. And we had a couple, you know, lately shit that big three, and all of a sudden those, we needed 1 or 2 more plays like that. And then at the end of the game, they got to foul us instead of us having to foul them at the end. That's, it was a great game. Went down to the last possession or two, and we're gonna have to figure out a way to get better. And uh, but at the same time, I recognize how much progress we've already made.
We'll jump to Zoom. Go ahead, Emmanuel.
Hey, Coach. The one thing that kind of sticks out I want to ask you about is their offensive rebounding towards the end of the game. Was it more just an effort thing on their side? What was they doing to kind of keep them and letting them get extra second shots and things of that nature?
Well, to be honest, I think, you know, we played a lot of people a lot of minutes, and uh, you know, we took breaks at inopportune times. Like we gave a great effort. We forced a tough shot, but then we got to finish it off by everybody going to rebound. And then, uh, you know, most of the times it may not matter, but there's a couple long rebounds there. And it was a situation where we just didn't have everybody going to rebound and finish the possession. I mean, our players were really like competing, they were giving everything. And then sometimes it takes just a little more. And, you know, those will be like things that we'll see and hopefully clean up.
Hey, Coach.
We'll finish up with Wilton. Wilton, go ahead.
Coach, first half you only had 3 turnovers. Second half, 10. Obviously, the Liberty kind of ratcheted up their defense a little bit in that second half. What were some of the things what were some of the things they were doing to give you guys some problems in that second half?
Well, they got more aggressive in their ball screen defense coverage. And, you know, I mean, we should have some better answers for that. Um, but, you know, other than that, they just, you know, they were down and they weren't going to just give up. So they're really pressuring and they're getting a hand on a ball here, a hand on a ball there. And, you know, unfortunately, the turnovers oftentimes led to transition. So, uh, you know, the first half was great with the ball security. Second half, you know, it could be fatigue setting in combined by just a team. You're playing a great team that's great defensively and really putting a lot of pressure on you.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you for your time, everyone.
Thank you. I mean, Miller's playing very well tonight. I think Miller's playing. Agree with that.
Thank you for your patience. Sure. We'll go straight to questions in the room. Take it away, Henry.
Ryan, just want to start with you if I could. Second game already this year that you've had 9+ assists. So I want you to just take me through how this offense allows you to thrive offensively as a facilitator.
I think it's just the type of caliber of players that we have. Especially I'm drawing so much attention. I know it's already hard to help off of what we have, but just being able to find the open man and, be able to count on them to finish plays and finish shots, I think that's really what's the key to getting it. I'm just the passing, like I've got the easy part. And so for them to, finish and hit the shots like I mentioned before, I think that's really what's been helpful for us this year.
Just related to this, when we talked at the end of last season, a lot of the focus was on what can you do to get better offensively? And I'm just wondering how satisfying it is to see the team make these kinds of strides so far. Obviously not in the win tonight, but again, playing the defending champs in the final seconds.
It builds a lot of confidence for us. Obviously in the past we haven't been a team that's, had so much attention, but being able to come out here and, perform day in, day out. I think I can speak for everybody when I say I feel like we gave this win away. We just have to go out there and finish plays and make sure that we're capitalizing on the mistakes that other teams are making.
So about that, what do you feel like you guys are gonna learn as a result of this?
Just, the little details and things, like crashing the boards and getting, rebounds or, running the plays correctly and just communication things and, just making sure that we're taking advantage of everything that they're giving us.
I guess for either of you guys, just what do you feel like changed, up 17 to like them going on the big run that they did?
I think we just gave it away, honestly. We stopped doing what was working. We stopped doing those little things that got us the lead in the first place. I think that we just have to realize that we can't let off of anybody in this league, especially the defending champs. And so I think we'll take a lot from this and moving forward. I think that, this will be huge for us in the upcoming games and we'll see them again soon. So hopefully we have a different outcome, a lot to learn from this, a lot to grow from this as well.
Go ahead. Oh, pardon me. Go ahead, Megan.
Hey, Rye. Hey, Pal. Good to see both of you. Rye, this question's for you. Pal's had back-to-back games now of 16 points. I just wanted to know what you thought about her out there on the court.
Little bro just trying to be like big bro. She's just trying to be like little bro. She's trying to fit in. But trying emphasis on that.
Yeah, emphasis on trying.
But no, she's coming in with just a great grace in this league, coming in, playing like she's been here before, and we're counting on her to come in and make those plays that she's making. We have all the confidence in the world in her to continue to make them, and so just for her to be out there and handling herself as a point guard in this league. And, I know it is tough, but she's making us proud.
And just a quick follow-up, if I may, Pal, this question is for you. How does it feel for you to put together, 16-point games back to back? Like, how much confidence does that instill in you?
I mean, the confidence is always going to be there. You just got to be ready when your name's called and just be able to do what you can to help the team win and go out there and do what I need to do.
Thank you
And
both. I appreciate
try to
you.
be like big bro.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Blake.
Hey, Ron, y'all were up 17 points and 8. Y'all were down 60. Y'all were up 68-60, and New York went on a 26-13 run. What exactly went wrong with y'all's offense in the last 10 minutes?
Answer any questions.
I mean, she said it before that we didn't, pay attention to the little details and we didn't do what we needed to do. And we just need to do a better job going down the stretch, especially going against Liberty. And we just gotta do a better job finishing the game and not getting comfortable.
And a quick follow up. What defensive adjustments do you think they made in the fourth quarter compared to what they were doing in the first 3 quarters?
There was nothing that they did that caused us to play the way that we played. Like I said before, I feel like we gave them that game. Every mistake that they made, we did something to cover up their mistake instead of capitalizing on it. And so, I feel like they were continuing to do the same things. We just went away from what was working for us.
Go ahead, Jennifer.
Jennifer Porty from Let's Talk Women in Basketball. I have a couple of questions. My first question is, what positives can you take away from tonight's game? And to piggyback off of Megan, Raya, how does it feel to play alongside a rookie like PaoPao, and how does that influence your game?
I mean, positive is that we went down to the wire with the defending champs. Obviously, we feel like we could have won. We got open shots. We forced them into 13 turnovers for 20 points. Obviously, Sabrina and Stewie, they're gonna do what they're gonna do, but I feel like we made them take really, really tough shots. They just happened to hit them. Yeah, so, and then to play like play with Pal like.
Oh, you want to
did.
be like me?
Girl,
Bad.
Go ahead, Alex.
You wanna be like me. It's okay. You're in good hands here.
If I could, and just to build on Megan's question, you talked about you always have that confidence, and you've never seemed to shy away from taking the shots anywhere I've covered you. So I'm wondering what it is that allows you to do that, and what's going through your mind in those early moments when you were taking these shots, in front of a hostile sellout crowd.
I mean, God has instilled that confidence in me because he's been able to help me play this game that I love so much. And just being able to have teammates to have confidence in you and trust in you that you're going to knock down the shots that they create for you. And I just know that they trust me with all that. And I just want to make them proud, because they're my big bros. I can't let them down.
And speaking of Ryan, just your defense against Stewie tonight, just as part of a broader picture of the defense you've been playing this year, despite the minutes, despite everything you've been doing, just kind of take me through what you think is next level about your defense this year compared to last year, so the numbers bear it out.
I think I'm just doing more of it, guarding the other team's best players. Last year I will say I didn't often guard the best players, and so obviously the spotlight is going to be who is scoring the points for the other team. And so if I'm on them and making their life hard, then what I'm doing on defense is gonna come out to the light.
We'll finish off with that.
Yeah. Te-Hina, you and Naira had a warm embrace after the whole game. She gave you that big hug. Just talking about the embrace with her, that bond that she will always have with them.
I love Niara. I mean, we played together at Oregon and she was just a great person, and not only did she bring light into my life, but she brought so much love and support, and just to see her do what she's doing, it's a pleasure to see. I'm super proud of her, and that connection's always going to be there.
Thank you for your time, everyone.
Good job. You're